We had a variety of co-openers. I did this whole weekend at Stress Factory. Now, Wednesday, I couldn't do because I had another gig. That's a whole other bag of tits. But so I sent him Veter. I was like, you got to get Gary Veter. This guy's the nicest guy in the world. Hilarious. He had a dog walking business that made $900,000. It went away. And Louis a good guy, and he's a trusting guy. So we said, okay, get him on the show. So he had a great time.
Oh, good.
But Thursday, we got a gap. We got nobody.
Big gap Thursday.
So he says, who should we get? You guys got to do 10 minutes. I don't have a big budget. Give me someone young and new and hungry.
You're not going to say his name, are you?
Whose name?
The guy you got.
Of course I'm going to say his name.
All right.
I'm going to say his name. What do you mean?
Well, I didn't know if you wanted it out there.
Oh, yeah, he did a great job.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
Fine guy,
I didn't know
comedian.
we were going to trash the act.
No, I love the act.
All right. I didn't know.
I love this guy. Do you know who the guy is?
I think I know. Isn't the guy we talked about?
Yes.
Yes.
This guy's a first-class guy.
Sweet kid.
Sweet guy, sweet kid.
Muslim.
Oh, jeez. You can't say that.
Well, that's a religion.
No, I'm teasing. You can say that. He's a muzz.
Big muzz.
Crazy muzz. One of those nutty ones.
Yeah, big muzz, turban, beard. Can't let a woman drive. The whole thing.
Extremist, I would say.
That's the one. Terrorism.
Oh, this is bad. This is all bad. No, so Louis says, get someone who's going to really appreciate it, someone that will be hungry and excited. So I hit up my friend Shafi Hossein, who I just love the hell out of this guy. He's
nice kid.
He's a young whippersnapper. I don't even know how young he is. I worked with him back in Albany, back in regular times.
Yes.
And he gave me a lot of info about reflux. This guy's smart.
Interesting. He's no pilot.
He's not a pilot.
I hope not. You don't want that guy around a building. All right.
So, he's a sweet guy, good guy, and this guy's hungry. He's the kind of guy I'm like, this is the kind of guy Louis likes, the kind of guy we like. He's all over town. He's got 9 shows around town.
One's in an apartment penthouse.
Did it last night and
slept in it.
And put it on last night and I slept in it. So anyways, so I say this guy, and Louis is like, well, what's this? Is he this? Is he that? And I'm like, you just trust me on this one. We're getting this guy. So I get my friend Shafi Hossein. Now I hit him up, and it's exciting because you have this gift to give. I'm like, I'm going to text this guy. You want to open for Louis? He's going to shit his pants. It's going to be a big fucking pants shitting.
Yes.
And ironically, he texted me about something else, some other gig. He's like, hey, do you want to do this gig? I go, sure, I'll do that gig. How'd you like to do this gig?
Oh, isn't that a fun moment? You get to present that big matzo ball.
Well, it feels good to give something. It feels good to give, folks. So he writes back. He goes, man, I would love to. I'd be honored. But I got a gig. I can't do it.
Cancel the gig, Dickless.
I go, fuck. And I go, what's the gig? And he goes, I'm opening for Sam Morrill, of course, one of our closest friends.
Sure.
And one of the great comics in the world. And so I said,
I got this. YouTube.
Yes. So I said, shit, okay, well, what can you do? So I text Louis. I go, the guy can't do it. Should I grab someone else? And then in the meantime, he goes, he texts back. He goes, hold on. I just looked it up. It's 17 minutes away. Louis' show's 7:30. His show's 8:30.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
He goes, I'll do both. So I text Sam. I'm texting with Sam. Ironically, I was texting all these people anyways, unrelated to each other. And so I text Sam. I go, hey, you got Shafi opening for you tomorrow night. That's too bad because I was trying to get him to open for Louis. And Sam goes, oh, geez, well, I understand if he wants to cancel. So I text Shafi, hey, Sam said, you could cancel on him if you want the opportunity to work for Louis. Meanwhile, Shafi, he's texting Sam, and he's going, hey, would you mind if we doubled up?
Right.
So,
wow, this kid's gung-ho.
So Shafi texts Sam, and then Shafi texts me back. He goes, I'm in. I'm down. He goes, Sam's show is 8:30, 17 minutes away. We'll get Sam. I'm going to pick up Sam early, drive to your gig. And so now this is where I'm getting older. I don't know if it's the meditation or the whatever it is. I got emotional because I texted Sam because Sam doesn't have to say yes. Now, a lot of people, and I would have to think about it, if I'm headlining a show at 8:30 and you're opening for me, giving me a ride, and you call and go, hey, could we leave an hour and a half earlier
right,
so I can stop at this other gig? I think a lot of people would go, No, I don't give a fuck about your gig.
Right.
Well, I don't want to leave the city an hour earlier.
Right.
But Sam Morrill is a first-class guy, and he knows what it's like to be a young opener. He knows how much it means to work with Louis. So Sam says, no problem. I'll change all my plans.
I love it.
And I text Sam, and I go, you're first class for doing that.
Yes.
That's a nice thing to do. And Sam writes back, come on, man, it's Louis. He gets it.
He's a real comic.
And I tell you, I don't know what hit me, but I got that watery, sprinkly feeling in my eyes because you know what it reminded me of? And I'm a big hockey guy, of course. The goalie loses his stick. It slides away.
Yeah.
The defenseman hands the goalie his stick. And then a forward comes down and gives the defenseman his stick.
Oh, I love it.
And the forward says, I'll make do without a stick. You need a stick. And then he goes, you need a stick. That's what it felt like. Sam goes, well, we'll leave early. We'll go to the stress factory, yada, yada. So then I text back Louis. I go, never mind. He can do it. And Louis, he's a big star. He goes, what is this? This is confusing. What are you talking about? How is he going to do both? And I said, don't worry about it, you son of a bitch. Just shut your mouth.
Yes. By the way, you got to get a finder's fee. You're spinning 17 plates.
Oh, I charged Shafi $300, but
Good. Fair.
So we all go down there, and Louis and I, we go down, and of course Sam and Shafi are already there, and it's great to see Sam randomly just at a show. I don't expect to see a guy like that.
I haven't seen the guy in 10 years.
No, he's masked up and put away wet. Is that the term?
Rode hard, put away gay.
That's what it is.
I'm hard.
So I see him, and now we got a hang going. Stress Factory's packed, sold out, outdoor tent. I mean, that's quite a setup over there.
Best setup in the country.
And Shafi goes up and does very well. He's great, does a great job. Sam and I are in the back laughing. Louis looking at his notes, whatever. And I think he gave Shafi a few notes, which is always exciting and nerve-wracking. And Shafi set it up, and then I got the biggest laugh of my life because Shafi, does his bits, and then we had to change out the mics and the mic stand. And I said, this has nothing to do with COVID. I just hate Muslims. And Jersey they went crazy. I mean, crazy. I couldn't follow it.
Yeah, know your crowd.
But Shafi did a great job. I think he's a Tuesday as well. Comics listening to the show means so much to me.
That's about
it.
So
great
comics.
Great job, Shafi. Sam's a good man. And
good egg. We got a good crew.